Okay, today I'm going to be installing the Monkey Bike World fairing windshield for the Honda Monkey. This is a 2023 model. Hoping to get a little wind out of my face and maybe 1 more mile an hour, not sure. Ordered this from Monkey Bike World out of Australia. Very fast shipping. It was actually in customs about 3 days after I ordered it. Took longer to get from customs to my door than it did for it to leave Monkey Bike World and end up in the States. And through some mess up with the postal service, the box looked pretty beat up, crushed, but I gotta say it was packed very well, covered in all the foam and tissue paper. So I was relieved. You can see the box is pretty smashed and it's a lightweight plastic, but as you can see, it turned out it arrived unmolested. Pretty color, great finish. Whoever does the paint for them, looks really good. Haven't taken everything out. I'm a little concerned with these brackets and how it's going to hold up. I was expecting more of a triangle shaped bracket, but we'll see. I'll get the headlight bezel and all the blinker stuff taken off and start the install. Okay, so with the very limited instructions that come with this, looks like it's made by a company called Pyramid. Again, this is out of Australia. I'm gonna go with this mounting setup. It comes with some square nuts, some Allen bolts with some plastic washers that go underneath there, I guess, to protect the paint. So far it looks pretty good. We'll see about fit and finish once we get everything mounted, once I figure out how that's supposed to happen. I have a little metal spacer here, and it goes in the little recessed areas of the headlight mounting part. And then the bolt that goes through the mount plate on the fairing goes through and threaded in, and it should line up and get it started here. Maybe I should only take out one side at a time. We'll see. Just trying to get the bolt started into the headlight. We help if you had two extra hands. I think that's fine. We got it. Now the bolt. Nope. We got it started. It's a matter of lining up the headlight, just loose like that. Wait a little bit loose. I'm worried that the square nuts that came with this is going to scratch them out. Top all day long, we'll have problems with it. I can't talk that problem through. Alright, so that's just going to sit in there. Grab the other bolt spacer. So over here, do the same thing. Insert the spacer in the slot there. Go through the mount. Hopefully this goes in a little easier. We'll see. Yeah, I think it did. Okay. So it's just got two bolts that hold it in place. And it's really close. I don't know if you can see, it's really close to touching the painted part right there. I would think maybe they could make a little bit taller bracket, or I could round off those square nuts, but it's not actually touching yet. But I really haven't cranked down on it to get it super tight either. So fit and finish, probably have a little room for improvement, but we'll see. So I'm going to put the windscreen on next. Comes with some metal screws, some plastic grommets that you kind of insert through the holes here. And again, I'm winging this because the instructions are just a picture. Guys don't usually read the directions anyway, right? So let's feed this through. They also come with little caps to finish it, make it look nice. Let's see what we got here. Sits on like that. And looks like we've also got some small plastic washers. So we're gonna take, cannot speak today. I'm gonna take the screw that comes with it, put one plastic washer that'll go against the plexiglass, and just feed it through. Thread it on. I may have put these on backwards. I think they go this way. I believe I did. So, pull this one back off. So it looks like the grommet that goes inside the cowling comes from the outside in. I thought it was more of like a standoff to give it some clearance so air can get underneath maybe the windscreen, but doesn't look like it was designed that way. So let's try this way. Not sure how that's going to hold it in though. Change Allen wrenches. Okay, so what's going on is it looks like it pulls the nut down to expand this rubber part to hold it in. So it looks like my second try was the correct way to do it. You love when people call you and you ignore the call and they call you right back like you didn't hang up on them on purpose. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but as I'm tightening the screw down, this rubber part with the nut in it is expanding it so it fits tight in there. Pretty ingenious. Never seen that set up like that. So one more. Saying all in all, this is a pretty easy setup, even with just picture directions, no real explanation, just a blow up shot of like a parts diagram. But I guess most of us that have these bikes do a lot of upgrades, so you got to have a little bit of mechanical ability, and it makes sense to most people without getting a page of documentation. And that's snug. It's not gonna blow off or anything. So here's what it looks like installed. Also comes with a little piece of like rubber hose to put across here. I'm not real crazy about that big gap, but I might have to adjust that somehow to take up for it. But overall, it looks pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it'll look better after I adjust it a little. Well, there it is, installed. Not sure I like the fitment. I don't know how I can adjust it unless I make my own brackets. I would like this to sit back a little bit further, more flush with the ring. I would like this to be a little more angular with the bracket itself. So I don't know if I can push it back and tilt it forward a little bit to achieve this, where this is sitting a little more level. I'll probably ride around and see what the how much wind it does help block. Maybe get a mile an hour faster in top end. Who knows? Not bad. They didn't do too bad of a job of matching the paint. I think it's got a little more pinkish tone than the paint on the bike itself. So the bike itself, and then that. It's pretty close. But it's not a match. It's not the Nebula red that this is. But anyway, let me know what you think.